Cool. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Monkey Sword Fight podcast with me, Jordan Patrick, and my co-host, Mr. Michael Dots.
Straight into the word with Dots this week.
Firing.
Without commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Who likes that? Who likes that?
Every week we give a night to feel. Joined again as well by Andy MacKinnon and Twos.
What's happening?
How you doing? We're also joined by, Mitch, Mark and Mike.
Yep.
The Groovement boys from Perth. Dance movement. Groovement. There you go. How you doing, lads?
All good.
Very well.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks so much for coming along. We'll get a bit of feedback and then we'll start talking through everything you do in and around this beautiful city.
Yeah.
So,
good.
First of all, we want to get real on everyone.
Okay.
And just say thank you very much for listening and sharing.
Yes.
This last month's been mental.
We've seen it take off a little bit this past month, and we've seen the numbers go up. I look at it every day. So thank you for everyone who downloads and listens and has subscribed.
Yeah, it's a labour of love.
Yes.
That's the main thing, is we just get to get out of the house for an hour and a half every week.
It is, yes.
So, but no, we really appreciate anyone who listens and gets back in touch with us. Felt like a minor celebrity once or twice.
Very, very minor.
Yeah, very minor. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, we're the fucking Love Island people.
Oh, wait, do any of you guys watch Love Island?
No, I don't.
Oh man, I was hoping we can carry on.
I didn't have you down
girlfriend at night.
I did not have you down for one of those.
I don't like the people, but the programme, I can't help
Mate,
myself.
like,
I
that's-
can't help but watch it.
You get invested, don't you?
We could have week 2 of the segment then. We can talk about Love Island.
We figured out that people complained when we talked about sports too much, so Mike's introduced a Love Island feature as well. So
Yeah, that's the only reason why I watch it.
Yeah.
Just because the people complained about sports.
Anyway, did anyone have any specific feedback?
No, I didn't have any feedback at all this week. I mean, except for Andy Henderson, but I'll look for that as you guys.
My pal Rachel was pissing herself because we forgot to ask Andy's opinion on something last week, so Rachel piped up again.
Yeah. I called it at the time.
You did?
I called it at the time.
She also called you a dick for calling it, but
Fair enough. I love her too.
And we're not doing anything interesting since we last spoke.
You asked about my wrist.
I did, yeah. What is that? Tell me
It's repetitive strain injury.
It's his left hand though.
It's my left hand.
The
Yeah.
stranger.
Yeah, everyone thinks that you masturbate too much when something happens. It's like, no, I'm just addicted to my phone and I type. So it can't be always masturbation.
Is that like fucking like just? Are you admitting you're getting a bit older now?
Is that what is the cause of
I don't know why.
carpal tunnel? Or
I don't know why. I fucking
It's just hard
sneezed.
work, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I like that answer.
I fucking sneezed and popped something in my back the other day.
Now that's old
Like
shit.
for real, my hay fever almost took me down. Walking on the street, sneeze, bang on the deck.
Car trouble. I had a little car trouble this week. What everyone will go around the table on this one though. What's your take on going to like chain car places? So like, what's the one in town? The blue one with the blue one.
Quick Fit.
Yeah, they rape everybody. Quick Fit.
Whoa.
And, and like a guy that you know that like is a mechanic, a small place. What do you prefer going to?
I'll give Zay the plug actually at A&B Garages in Perth.
Oh, there you go.
Him, yeah. So
Beat that out until they pay us. Don't worry.
We have no free rides in this podcast. It depends, man. If I know someone, if it's something small,
Yeah.
I was going to see my old man. He used to be a mechanic.
You should have told me that.
I said he'd fix my car. I didn't say fuck all yours.
Jesus Christ.
The mulleted mechanic. I still need to find that photograph so you guys will see how glorious it was.
Yes, mullets. We're always down for them.
I had that hairdo that the Derek Riordan 2006. Yeah, I had that for a bit.
That was a strong do, man.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
I think I went from one extreme to the other because I think that was my haircut right after I got my long haircut.
Yeah, it was like lesbian Pokemon hybrid.
That's the episode title right there.
A lesbian Pokemon what?
Hybrid.
There we go. Let's write that down.
Right, well, we'll just jump into it with our guests. So, we'll just start. Coming up soon's the 5-year anniversary.
It is indeed.
One of you want to take the lead on what is Groovement, how it all started?
How did it all start? Just, well, a group of us just got together, had a mutual interest in nights out, after parties of course, and just fancied putting on a night for ourselves, didn't
we used to do, when we were 16, the guy who ran the malt house used to let us put on nights because the pub was dead, so he made loads of money by selling 16-year-olds drink.
paying the DJs and
He used to pay us, and he gave us like a crate of beer and a Red Stripe t-shirt. And
you thought you made it, right?
I've earned a salary.
So and it was at the end of my parents' street as well, so it was perfect.
Fuck aye.
So then, after he moved to Australia with all the money that we made, and it got shut down because of the complaints from the. I've actually still got the newspaper cutting. It's an old woman who used to live above it, and she said all I could hear was boom, boom, boom for like 2 years. But after that shut down, we didn't really do anything for. It was about a year, and then we threw one party at Brennan's, and it was full. Like you couldn't get in.
What year around
Christmas
was this?
Eve.
That was
that
like
was.
2013.
No, maybe 12, because then we started at the Ice Factory in 2013.
Yeah, and it was really busy. So then after that, it was another boy who ran the night with us as well. Kyle got asked if we wanted to start opening the Ice Factory again. I think another night, which I won't name for obvious reasons, we're doing nights there every so often, and then when we started it was kind of a more regular thing.
Yeah, it worked well because we were all, the group of us, we were all at different schools, so not long out of school we just reached a big crowd and all just sort of...
So it was sort of like a word of mouth thing, like you said, well, we're going to do this. And
It's a captive audience in Perth as well, because it's either us or the Loft, and if you're not overly keen on fighting
or low grade cocaine.
That's
just the low grade. That's just the So I just sort of took off. So now we just even said. So how did you get into? Were you like, did you all DJ before, or did this just come from?
These two, Mark and Mike, were the first ones that kind of started buying records, and we kind of followed
just
suit.
got involved. Didn't they? It just all progressed pretty naturally, didn't it?
Because they had a flat at the time. Mark's still living there, but we used to go in on the Friday after work or school or whatever, turn the turntables on, and sometimes they wouldn't go off until Sunday night. So there'd always be someone awake and DJing. And even if there's no one else awake or there's people KO'd on the floor, there'd always be someone mixing. So I just kind of...
Great times, but very hard mentally.
So I've never, not yet, I haven't been to one of your nights yet. Is it a certain type of music that you specialise in?
It's just electronic stuff, really, but...
Disco, house, techno.
It's difficult to describe it to people because there's so many variations of electronic music now anyway. So it's just stuff that we like, basically. It's hard, like it'll literally be anything from like old UK hardcore to like really slow disco edits. It can be...
Always try to throw something popular in as well that the crowd love. Maybe a wee Fatboy Slim track.
Just to try and pick them up just when they're starting to get a bit zombie before they're smashed out.
For the taps off moment at the end of the night. Someone to make them scream.
I just take my top off and they scream anyway.
I know that feeling actually. But right, so like it's picked because like I say I've never been either because I'm old as fuck and I stupidly had a kid when I was 19. That's a different story. But you hear about this all this, like it's sort of unavoidable for us. So it's 5 years we've been doing it now. So you know, is it how many nights you've actually done? You have a rough idea?
Must be about close.
I looked at the other day for guests we've had. It was like 20 or 22 guests we've had. But we always try to do residence nights.
Probably double the amount.
So that's about 8 to 10. 8 to 10 events a year, I would say.
So we're going on about 50.
Give or
50
take.
events. I
A
think.
lot of brutal hangovers.
See, because like I said, the Perth's always had the rumba at the Ice Factory, so there's always been quite. The Ice Factory, from what I can remember, has always been quite a popular club throughout the 90s when fucking rave culture was probably as big as. So,
definitely.
do you think the fact that you have it at the Ice Factory as well, it helps because the Ice Factory's got such a steeped in tradition, pretty much?
Yeah, it did definitely, because it's like people's parents spoke about it, so they wanted to go and check it out because it was shut for so many years. That probably helped us as well, because people used to talk about how good it was. So yeah, that definitely helped.
So we've been doing stuff with the guys from the Rumba as well.
Yeah, yeah,
They've been putting, I guess, a few more events on now than they have been of late, so it's quite good to be doing some
With the match as well, because of the Ice Factor, we're picking back up with you guys, it'll do them, well, not a favour, but do you know what I mean, it'll go hand in hand with it type of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
It helps with just because when we started, the sound system and stuff was terrible. Cheers, Craig. And then, it was just not very well looked after. Whereas the guy, Mike Jordan, who's got it now, is really, really good. Not the Mike Jordan. But
It's because how did I not know about it?
he loves
He's
his
just got sick of the NBA, so he picked up a nightclub.
But yeah, he's been great for us because he's. We've got this mad sound system called Void, and it's the only one in Scotland that's like permanently installed.
I think it's mental as well, because I used to love a night out in Perth, man, but the nightlife in Perth has just died on its arse. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you've got the Loft or an expensive gin bar. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is now. And like saying, I used to love Brennan's back when the back room smelled like arsehole. That was the best place in the world.
You can still make it happen.
I was going to take a shit in the Grand Piano and back to the venue.
I think it was always going to the dancing after Brennan's up the stairs, because that was the place where all the folk who were banned from all the other clubs went, so you knew it was always going to be an absolute riot, man.
Fucked up if you got thrown out of Brennan's. Like.
That's it,
So do you, is it all in Perth, or do you do nights? Because I know yourself, you were DJing in Berlin.
I also run a label with my friend Max, who is like kind of resident at Groovement as well. So we just.
We would have invited him too, but we didn't have a big enough kid.
Yeah, no, it's cool. He was at a job interview today as well, so
all the best, mate.
Hopefully it went well. But yeah, that label's been going for about 3 and a bit years now. He does most of the legwork for the label, and then we DJ under Craigie Knowes as well. So yeah, we've got an agent at the start of end of last year. So recently we've been really busy. So we're in Rotterdam at the start of the year, Amsterdam, and then we're in Brighton a couple of weeks ago, in Berlin this weekend, and we've got Leipzig, Brighton and London in the next month as well, and Belladrum Festival. So yeah, it's good. It's just nice to manage to get gigs elsewhere as well, because it's it's just a bit of a change from playing in Perth. But yeah, all of us have played outside of Perth on numerous occasions, and it's nice to play out, but it's nice to come home and you kind of learn stuff while you're away as well, and bring parts of club culture from elsewhere.
It'll be good to see, I suppose, like you can actually give the people of Perth something to do or something to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
say it's a bit garbage.
It's difficult for young people, because I think the issue with club culture nowadays as well is it used to be somewhere where you have a shit week, you go and you completely forget about everything. There wouldn't be any phones in the nightclub. It's a place for people to just completely relax, and if you want to wear no clothes, you should wear no clothes. If you want to get out,
for one, I'm glad I was like, camera phones weren't that big of a thing.
Yeah, or like if you want to get out your bin and fill yourself full of pills, then do it. And it shouldn't matter. But nowadays, the trouble with just normal nightclubs, and it can happen at the Ice Factory as well, is people have always got their phones out.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to implement
and the sniper camera people that they've employed. You see, you're flicking through the absolute fear the next day, man.
I know.
Well, we talked about this a couple of episodes ago. How do you guys feel like when you're working and you look down, you see people either not even necessarily ignoring you on their phones, but either videoing other people around them, or even you? Do you feel like, oh, put that down and listen, or?
Yeah, I'd rather if you do it one set of the whole course of like a 4 or 5 hour night, fair enough. But if I think
folk are just sitting filling their Instagram stories.
Yeah, or look at where I am, rather than actually you don't
enjoying
yourself. It's a weird thing as well. Like in the 90s, you'd see how everyone dances, and they just dance however the music takes them. Whereas now it's just people standing, marching, phone in hand, filming everyone else doing the same thing, which is a bit of a shame, because the whole point of dance music is to kind of release yourself from normal life and just enjoy it, which I think it happens in a lot of clubs across Europe, but it's something that the UK is slowly getting back towards, which is a good thing. I think.
Well, it's good to see, man. Like I said, like things like do-it-yourself type events. You know what I mean? You're like, these have taken it now and built it up. It's the way to do things now as well, because you don't
No.
Because of social media. So if he's noticed like the social media aspect has helped you just grow up. So you would,
definitely.
When it started, you would have had a big crowd of Perth people, but I'd imagine now you're getting folk from in and around the surrounding areas who are looking for a night of electronic music.
Yeah, a lot of people travel from get people
all
from Glasgow and Edinburgh even now and again coming through. So
all these small
helps.
places as well, like Aleph, Blair and whatnot. Just attacks right away.
So you mentioned before about how you had a place and the old lady downstairs was hearing
Yeah.
the doom, doom. So what was like the first thing that maybe each of you guys heard where you thought like, okay, I need to get some decks now and I need to start doing this?
Do you know what it was? They probably would hate to hear me say this as well. It's two guys. It was a school battle of the bands, and obviously you expect to see like guys, guitars, drums, but no, two guys that the year above us at school rocked up and done a DJ set. At that point I was just like, what the hell's a DJ set, man? This is probably, I don't know, how would it be, maybe 16, 17. I was like,
Just two ideas trying to scratch like on the MC.
and it was brilliant. At the time they were called Disco Wizards.
Disco Wizards.
That sounds like I take a pill.
that sounds like a good pill.
Disco Wizards, how many you got?
Yes, but those Disco Wizards are now very, very big in their own right, and it was after seeing that I'd done some investigating and got a set of decks and got in it. It was an awkward conversation, like saying to my mum at the time, I'm going to need some space in the house to set up these decks, and she's just like, what do they do though? Like,
I'm not entirely
I'll just
sure.
be playing other people's music, because I started out on guitar and that, obviously she could understand that, but no, now you just want to play other people's music.
Yeah. See, it's a strange concept, because I know, like you say, you're playing other people's music, but you learn how to pick it up and doing and what songs fit where. Is it quite a long learning process? Like the first time you DJ where you're shitting yourself.
Massively. Like I had a headache for about 6 months because obviously all the tracks are at different tempos, so you've got to put one on, then you put the next one on and try and blend them together. But if they're not correctly beat matched, it's just like hip hop mixing as well.
Yeah.
When we first moved to records as well, it was a nightmare.
It's
Like
just
having to restart it like twice and just like, I'm never going to forget this.
There's more leeway in hip hop though, because you're doing a lot more sort of cutting between tracks with your crossfader, whereas you guys have actually got to start pulling a record and you're letting this one run for a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can have them together for 2 or 3 minutes.
What was that film? Was it years ago? Was it 24 Hour Party People? Home with Steve Coogan.
I've never seen it.
Well, there's a bit in the film where like it's I think it's at the Hacienda or whatever, and he's just like, the people start going mental because the DJs fucking just change the track over. And he's like, this is what I want to do. They're not applauding the musician or the band, they're applauding the DJ just for picking this song.
Yeah, it's a definite skill, because the beat matching and stuff comes with just practice, but it's really, really difficult for track selection because you're only like one choice away from
The
fucking
beat match
getting
you
the
can
dance
learn
floor.
in like maybe a few months and whatnot, but then you'll always be learning.
What I say is it'll be different if you're doing it in your bedroom, and all of a sudden you've got 300 people in front of you and you're like, fuck, I've got 2.5 minutes to figure out what goes where, or do you have your set planned out for the start, or
No, you
I
pack a bag in advance and then
Yeah.
you kind of have some reserves.
So if
have
you
some
might have 50
emergency
records,
tracks that you maybe always go
just
for,
busted a little bit of R. Kelly ignition. I hear you loud and clear.
When I was in New Zealand, I actually took a DJing class to learn how to do it. Yeah, and the DJ style, I hope he listens, who was teaching us. I remember asking that same question, like, do you have a whole bunch of, you have a list of shit that you just play? And he was like, I can mix anything. He's like, you give me a bunch of different music, I can just give it and I can just put it out for you and make people dance. And I was like, that's so awesome.
But it's like Andy said before, is that you train your ear. So the man, you will probably hear one tune and you think, oh, that's fucking...
That'll go with that, yeah, 100%. It's the more music you listen to, you find out what goes with what. And it usually, once you get in, usually takes about half an hour, but if you're right in the middle of a DJ set, it becomes pretty...
Sort of instinct.
Yeah.
It can be pretty daunting when you first play a club though as well, because obviously the sound level difference from being in your bedroom, you've spent countless hours in there, you know it perfectly, but then you're in a club and the booth's vibrating and shit.
As always, I'd imagine crowds can be pretty unforgiving, man. Cause
Yeah.
when I was in a club where it cuts through and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on?
I had a really bad gig in our Braw of all places. Was it our Braw? No, Forfar. Yeah, and
Tough crowd.
for some reason, Ronnie cheers for that, Ronnie. Got us a gig at this club, and we were outside at the start, and this girl comes up in like happy hardcore like rave gear. She's like, "What do you play?" I was like, "House music." She was like, "What the fuck is house music?" I was like, "It's like dance music." She was like happy hardcore. I was like, "No." And then we were
What's
like,
happy hardcore?
Oh man, it's an abomination of anything.
yeah,
Like,
it's extremely quick dance music. Yeah, it's not got a lot of rhythm. It's more.
I'll play some to you at the end of the
yeah.
show, man.
Alright.
It'll make your ears bleed.
Yeah, it's,
Andy Mac.
but yeah, talking about upsetting people, we were playing our set, and this big kind of meathead guy leaned over the booth and like started shouting, but also spitting in both of mine and Max's faces, and he said, "You're ruining my daughter's fucking 18th birthday party." And I was like, "Look, I'm really sorry, I didn't know it was her birthday." And he was like, "You better fucking play someone I like next." And then obviously I didn't have anything that he would like, so I went outside and sat in the car for 20 minutes and let Max play the next as well. He was still there when I got back, so I think the guy must have just mellowed out, or maybe went home to sleep with his daughter.
Right, well, that sounds like, what would you say? I'll go around you individually. So, your best moments of like your career so far, if you can pick one out. Or if you, it doesn't have to be your best, but like a highlight you can pull to the surface.
The last weekend was really good in Berlin. That was a lot of fun. Or we played Max and I played the longest running house night in the world, so Subculture, that we played that towards the end of last year, and that had been running for 26 years every single Saturday. So we got booked to play there with Derek May, who's one of the guys who pretty much made techno. So we got to play for 2 hours before he went on, so that was kind of special. Yeah, that was probably for me my favourite set.
No pressure.
See, one of the most memorable ones that will always stick would be the first Groovement we put on at the Ice Factory.
Yeah.
It was always like it was heaving. It was when we were downstairs, and it was a smaller like Casbah, so it was smaller, different, low ceiling room. And then about halfway through the fire alarm went off as well. So everyone out into the courtyard. The courtyard was obviously heaving. Fire. In fact, they came in, didn't they? There was just an alarm that actually turned out to go off every other night we put on in that room for the next year or so. But they just ignored it, so it was fine. But no, everyone back in, and it was just back, just like it never actually stopped. So that's probably
almost a bit of a squeaky bum thing.
Absolutely. The first night, the last thing you want to happen is for everyone to be ejected.
Kind of made the night in a way as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yourself.
I don't know what mine would be. I reckon probably in the early days, must have been a resident night. I'm sure it was Mark and I that were finishing in the Wildlife, and last track, Fatboy Slim, Funk Soul Brother, and the place was packed. The booth, there was probably about 10-15 of us in this booth as well. Just tops off everywhere, people on shoulders just going absolutely nuts. I'm sure I had like Max on my shoulder in the booth, like smashing his head off, just going absolutely nuts. So those were.
I'd really like to go along, but I'm pretty sure my niece goes to most of them. I mean, I can be creepy Uncle Nobbend.
Oh man, we've got a friend who's a high school teacher. I'm not going to mention his name, obviously, for he probably doesn't want me to. But yeah, he's had pupils come up to him and be like, "Oh my god, I didn't know you came to raves," and he was always like,
Was I at a rave this weekend?
I started wearing a fucking mask or something.
We were actually leaving Dundee Dance Event with him a couple of months ago, and there was a massive queue to get into the place, and we were leaving, and a few of his ex-pupils noticed that he was there, and all we saw was like a sea of middle fingers just going up. Like, fuck you, because obviously they're not in school, they can say what they want to him. He just had to take his medicine and get in the car and go away.
Just, you know, that exactly. I remember I used to play five-a-side with like my teachers when I was at school. It was like senior pupils. And then I left, and there was this one teacher, I don't know why, but he fucking hated me. I didn't even have him. It wasn't even my teacher. This cunt just had a problem with me. And I remember he tried to tackle me, and I just sent him flying. He said, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" I was like, "Whatever I fucking want, you prick." And I was just like, I was shitting myself because he still had that devil stare, but I just walked away from that. Make it look cool. I was like, "What's the highlight of your adult life?" almost knocking my old maths teacher out.
Brilliant.
So we've touched on it a bit before, but like, apart from your own night, what do you think Perth's lacking nightlife wise compared to like even somewhere as close as Dundee, even Stirling, for fuck's sake, in my opinion, had a great nightlife, but
number of options. Purely. I mean, there's not like for the club. There's a few different nights that are on there which they're doing quite well as well. So that's good. But then there's only you either got there or you have the loft, and then that's all it is. Yeah, I mean, you've got a couple of like bars that are open a bit later, but
it could probably do with like another place that holds just like 100 people, and that'd be ideal. Because
I remember I went in the venue one night and I went up the stairs. And I went up and sort of like, hey, John, you can play this for us? We're only playing 80s music. And I looked around the crowd and I was like, there's not one person here younger than me. And I was born in 89. No one cares what you're playing. She's like, I can't play anything different. So,
do you guys have any aspirations to like open a club? You probably wouldn't want to open it in Perth, but maybe anywhere.
Yeah, I would love to, but it's just... First of all, I've not got enough money. Yeah, it would be amazing because there's loads of stuff that you take from nightclubs all over Europe that you would like to just take.
Your own.
Stuff like that would be good. But a lot of the nightclubs in Europe don't have the same health and safety aspects as you do over here. For instance, that place that I was in at the weekend, it was open from 1 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon the next day, and there's the only thing you get searched for going in is weapons. Anything else doesn't matter. So there's people running around.
You hear a lot of nightclubs in Europe as well. They test your gear
and stuff.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, look, if you take this, you will die.
Yeah, the thing is,
you will have a great time.
You crack on.
The thing is, like, people, I think it's daft because people who go out and party, they're going to take drugs whether you like it or not. Kids are going to try it. Adults will continue doing it throughout their life. So there's no way you're going to stop it because it's been illegal for so long. So you might as well try and make it as safe as possible.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The war on drugs is a complete fucking waste of time, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of whether you take drugs or not, you make it taxable and safe, and you're going to have a lot less death on
exactly.
your
Yeah.
and a lot more money in the pocket of the people.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think you're right there. But is it because as well you say the sort of the electronic movement itself, the groovement, if you will. Do you know what I mean? It's coming back a bit, do you know what I mean? Because I think sort of dance was massive in the 90s, obviously.
Yeah.
Maybe fell by the wayside in the early 2000s.
Like indie rock phase, didn't it, for ages?
Yeah, so that's when you had your fucking new metal, you had your indie, you had your everything like that. So dance is coming back now because people are discovering their parents' old records. And
possibly, yeah. I think as well, there's been a lot more money put into that sort of like EDM sound, which obviously isn't stuff that we like, but it's probably had a knock-on effect of people. They'll get into that. It'll be like
it's like a gateway drug.
That's a gateway drug. And then they find their way because it tends to be this stuff that we play. It's not stuff that you would find within the first couple of years of being into dance music. You kind of have to find your own.
Yeah, do your homework a bit.
Yeah.
But then that's what these people do. You get into David Guetta and then you do your homework.
Yeah,
it leads you on a better path.
Yeah,
shot at David Guetta there. We don't do that on this podcast.
My first introduction to dance music was music for the Jilted Generation. I got the Prodigy album on my 13th birthday, and it just blew my fucking mind. I was like, what is this noise?
Yeah, I know.
This is fucking amazing.
Mine was the Prodigy as well. My dad had the Fat the Land CD, and I'm sure inside it, like, they had pictures of them all with their faces painted and that, and I just had to smack my bitch up on repeat.
I don't know what it means, but I fucking love it.
I just remember going to, like, when I was into, like, really into dance music and going after my prom and like, I'm like, oh, I really love this shit, and then just struggling to find, like, on Napster and stuff, struggling to find all the music because there was no like lyrics to it. And I was like, how do I find this? And then eventually you come across it and you're like, yes, I found it.
You just find other things you like yourself after that.
It still happens today. It's difficult to find a lot of dance music, but that's what's exciting about it as well, because all of a sudden 2 years later you'll hear it and then you can try and find it.
Like maybe they have the EDM fans maybe have a deeper appreciation of music because they have to they can't just hop on Spotify and find some of the best cuts, or they have to go looking for certain types of...
Yeah, a lot of the good stuff that we listen to is vinyl only as well still, which is nice. I think vinyl's coming back massively as well. I think it's like the biggest record sales in the past like 15 years was last year.
I touched on this before as well, saying that, like, because obviously you can stream music so easily now. I feel like if I want a record, I'll buy it on vinyl rather than having a CD. Because it's just, I'd rather have something.
Yeah, it's nice to hold as well. It's just something to look at and feel. And then you can always burn it onto a MP3 or WAV file anyway and listen to it through your iPod.
You guys are all big Discog users though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because I remember I used to work with Mark and just spend all day just looking at records and then going down to the sorting office at Breadalbin to pick them up on a Saturday because you missed the postie all week.
That's still where my money's going, unfortunately. Well,
I did it at the weekend. I was walking the wee man up the road, and you know the charity shop that used to be Easy Rider?
Yeah.
I just looked in the window and there was a wee vinyl bit and I was like, really, come here. And he said, what are these? I was like, never mind, son. I'll explain to you.
Those frisbees, Dad?
Singing frisbees.
So I'd imagine you were always into dance music, so did you just have like a first love of music, like a genre that you were...
Yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of drums when I was younger.
We were pals when you were parents.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you would have been drums as well. Then
I was bass.
Seem to remember you had a very, very sleek bass guitar.
I won a Slipknot guitar signed by all 9 members when I was 12.
Did you really?
Aye man, sure did. My dad took me into McCormick's in Glasgow on my 13th birthday, and they had a raffle on for a BC Rich Warlock signed by all 9 members of Slipknot because they'd just been in the Virgin store the week before. So I bought my brand new bass, picked up a ticket for £3 and got a phone call a week later. So it's currently in my mum and dad's loft. Cause
you still
do you know that's probably what Ched's, man?
Yeah,
Probably
$3.5 G's it's insured for, but the thing is, I was looking at it, I was like just trying to find out, but I was trying to find somewhere to sell it.
Murray Ged will buy it off you.
Especially because it's got the original bassist Paul Gray.
Yeah, because he died, didn't he?
He died.
But it's sitting in my mum and dad's loft because my missus says there's no room for it. Just you wait till I get my
I'll be room
podcast
for the
studio.
money.
Just you wait, I'm going to put my guitar up on the wall in there.
Yeah, you stop in the bathroom, please.
I hate you.
But yeah, fuck you.
Can I ask you a question? Just like you're touching on vinyl and that there, because I mean, obviously I know all three, and I know how much vinyl you buy and you play. Could you ever see yourself moving to Serato or Contact, so you've got time-coded vinyl and you're just running it off a laptop? Could you ever see yourself doing that?
Yeah, I would say so. Not for playing out, I wouldn't think. I still like to play records out and not use it. You can get some technical hitches with that as well, which I don't want to rely on. But see, we've now got a lock-up just down next to the club as well, and for that we did kind of discuss it. It would actually be quite handy just because you can have the tracks. You can't, like, obviously say you've got digital tracks, you can have them, you can just play them there as well.
Ripping stuff off of YouTube and then just get it in the folder. You know what I'm saying?
Well, imagine because it comes with the DIY aspect, because you get cunts like go out fucking their whole tours on a USB stick, you know what I mean? But I'd imagine it'll take away from the actual aspect of playing.
It's not as much fun. Like, I'll still take, if you're going away, you can only fit so much in a record bag that you'll get onto a plane anyway. So I'll take a USB and vinyl, because a lot of the time people don't look after their turntables in a club as well. So you'll turn up and one of the pitch controls will be all fucked, or they won't have suitable needles, and sometimes you're just forced to play on CDJs, which is fine. But I'll always take a bit of both, because there's some stuff that you can get on vinyl only and some stuff that's only digital.
See, I'm guessing if you're taking a bag of vinyl, then you're really committing to what it is that you're going to be playing. I'm guessing if you've got the laptop with 10,000 tracks on it, suddenly you don't know really what you want to be playing.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's a double-edged sword, because sometimes the crowd are not liking any of the stuff you've got in your record bag, so you're frantically looking.
See, that would have been handy for you at that birthday party when that guy was booting off at you.
I know.
Come on, let's get the Serato one.
Here's Mambo number 5, pal.
Do the guys who do vinyl exclusively kind of look down on the guys who...
I think some like to smell their own farts too much, but I think
Those are the guys that I don't like them because they're popular anymore.
pretty much. But I think some of them do still, or you'll see people. I think we were probably guilty of it at the start as well, where you're like, oh, this is a vinyl only mix. Whereas if someone turns up and absolutely blows the place to bits, I don't really care if they're on vinyl or whatever. If they rock the club, they rock the club. That's it.
Have you played outdoors, like outdoor events? What do you prefer, like club or an outdoor event?
I'd say a club.
Outdoor events are cool though. I like that. Just you bring different records to an outdoor event as well. Like we played Dundee Dance event, a place called the Boozy Cow. The garden was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It was packed, and you know, it's nice. You don't expect people to be going wild, so you can just bring your more chilled records and
Mellow
just
shit.
set a nice mood.
Like, this is an example. Like, I remember I seen Chasing Status, just for example, just an electronic group, but I seen them in a tent at T in the Park and they were fucking banging, absolutely brilliant. And then I seen them on the main stage a couple of years later and it just it died a bit out.
Yeah, it's not the same.
The small space carries the energy.
Unless you've got like a massive, like if you see Chemical Brothers on like a main stage, you'll have like a massive light show with holograms and stuff in it. But
I've seen it and I thought I was losing my mind.
I know, I was the same as well.
It's the intimacy thing though, isn't it? It's like going to see an artist, you know, at the Hydro or at Hampden Park compared to going and see them like in a wee pub.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? A couple of hundred folk
It works
kind of
better at least if on a big stage if it's night time at least, because you get that sort of atmosphere about everything. If it's during the day you're sort of like, this is nice background music, but I'm not.
Yeah, you can't really immerse yourself in it. I went and saw Hall & Oates in Glasgow at like a small gig and they were amazing, and then I saw them at Rewind and they were still good, but they weren't quite as good.
It loses something because of that sort of intimate nature of it all.
love a bit of Hall & Oates talking.
He's got them on his arms.
I was looking at that tattoo.
Yeah. Is that Abe as well?
Yeah.
Yes!
Can we get a photo of that for the Facebook page?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the inside. That's awesome.
He just loads that. What are you getting? Hall & Oates. Right, cool.
Yeah.
No, what are you getting?
Wait till you see my toes.
I know, I've got Groovement tattooed on my toes as well. That was
For all you people with the foot fetish, that's going to be on the Facebook page as well.
yeah. I think
Many people with a foot fetish.
it started to fade a bit, so it's starting to.
It was a DIY job though as well.
Yeah, it was a DIY. It was after a Groovement, and we'd all been up for too long, and one of my mates was like, "Oh, I've got a tattoo gun next door," and we were like, "Get it out, get it out."
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah, and the thing is, because he was so fucked, he kept forgetting to put the needle in the ink, so it was just like a hot, dry needle going. So like some of it's like scar tissue, and some of it's actual ink.
Oh Jesus, man!
He's going into fucking Marines next week.
That sounds like a Marine.
Yeah.
You just love that, man. I love like when you see, because I know a load of people are like teachers and shit like that, and I'm like, there's some of the states I've seen, and you're forming the minds of tomorrow.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Well, that's like Alan's.
Don't say his name. Yeah,
Dorian.
Yeah. I suppose they've got to let off some steam.
Do I need to beat that out?
The time code it.
So, do you have any like maybe interesting stories from any of your any events?
Probably one that involves a he that shall not be named. They're normally pretty good.
Yeah. Well, we did have.
You can beep it out.
Well, for guest wise, we had a guy, Intergalactic Gary. His name is
Intergalactic Gary.
This guy's in his
fantastic.
he's in his 50s as well.
Best thing is his name's John.
Yeah. So Mark and I picked him up from the airport, and usually when we book a guest, you see a rider, what they want to drink and whatnot. And he had no drink in it, so we said, "What do you want to drink?" And he said, "Vodka." "What do you want to drink with it?" "Nothing." So we get him his bottle of vodka, get him down to the club. He plays a blinder a set. Go up to the mate tonight, "John, brilliant set, mate. How you doing? You enjoy yourself?" Look at him, eyes just bloodshot, tears running from his eyes. Look next to him, bottle of vodka, empty.
Oh my god!
And the way he fell in the booth and cut his ear.
I had to like escort him down the stairs and that.
Smashed his puss
just
off
like
the concrete booth.
Picked him up in the morning. We waited outside for about an hour for him.
Yeah.
Eventually came down from the hotel. He got in the car. Did I play all night last night?
Yeah, of course, you were the headliner, mate. Of course you did.
I took him to the Spoons and he ate his fish and chips like an absolute trooper.
And went back to Rotterdam.
Some guys can just do that shit.
Yeah,
I know,
and he
it's
plays
bad.
every weekend, and if he's doing that, he must just...
That's what I was going to ask. You guys chamber up your stories, but I was going to ask: are you sober when you guys doing this, or do you like have a couple of drinks? Or
We'll have a few drinks, but we've definitely learnt our lesson, like from past events. No, nothing disastrous, but you know you can do better if you just stay sober.
One of the first events, it was when we were Mark and Mike were way more proficient at mixing vinyl than I was at the start, and I was DJing with Max, and I'd overindulged slightly, and I turned to him and I said, "I just need another one to fucking calm me down." And he was like, that's the last thing that you need right now. So
More alcohol.
Yeah, so
here's a black coffee.
Yeah, I was like had my hand over the platter as the other track was going way at a time with the other, and it's the main decision when you're trying to beat match tracks is do I push it forward or do I run my hands along the platter to slow it down. I just made the completely wrong choice and just sped the platter up, and it sounded like a train crash or someone falling down the stairs. Yeah. So then he was like, right, you just sit down for a bit. So yeah, from now on, I try not to.
So like if two of you are on that night, does one of you just sort of problem shoot and just make sure everyone's ticking around smoothly and you just cycle it that way? Aye?
Yeah. Nowadays we don't have any issues with the setup in the club. It's totally fine, and we usually just play a couple of tracks each and swap about, or sometimes we'll go like all night on our own if we want to play.
Change it up a bit, or like you'll bring Max and do a night with him, or like when it first started, you and I would play together as well, Mike. But again, it all changes. So we do. Like,
I'm going to tell my niece she's not allowed to go to the next day, and I'm fucking going. So have you got plans for? We've not even really touched on the label and stuff you talked about earlier. Now is it early days and it's growing? You said in a couple of years now? Or?
It's about 3. It's going really well. We do like an album once a year where all the proceeds go to charity. It's called War Child. So
fuck aye.
It's like the third album's just come out, or it's out just now. But it's sold out from our distributor. So.
Excellent.
Yeah, so the last ones have been doing really well. So all the money that we make from this album, there's 2 albums that are out this time, that all goes to charity War Child, which helps children in war-stricken countries. So all the other releases that we do, we keep, and the label kind of washes its own face for the moment. So, but Max is amazing. He does most of the stuff for that, and then I'll go and DJ with him. But yeah, it's going really well. I think it's a learning process he used to run another label before that, so I think he's learnt a lot of lessons, and this one's going really, really well. Don't put anything out that's not 100% like killer, so every release is done really, really well. It's by people that are well respected, and then we'll get people who have never released anything before. As long as it's good, we'll put it out. But I think a lot of people don't realise how good Perth is for dance music. That nightclub that I was playing in Berlin, there was 4 of us from Perth were playing. Yeah, so
I've said it before, Perth's got quite a decent musical background.
It does, yeah. It's just not always had the platform to show it to the local people. So
Perth,
but why do you think that is? Why do you think that Perth struggles with like a nightlife scene?
I think the guys who have got the loft have kind of had a monopoly on Perth for a long time. And although they were really good at running the rumba and stuff, they've not got an invested love or interest in dance music itself. They've got an invested love in making money. So it's
opening hours as well is an issue in Perth for ages as well.
Yeah,
there seems to be a lot of fight from the council as well against certain things,
Well,
like licences.
It's a long-term town as Perth. I mean, so you'll have people living here who have been here since.
The issue is as well, there's a reason why there's no fights in nightclubs that shut at 6 or 7, because you get some people get tired at 3, some at 4, some at 5, so it's like a gradual, and then at the end you've got maybe 50 people who are all out there not too much to have a fight anyway, so then the nightclub's shut and they're all just like go home, whereas at 3 o'clock there's 1,000 people get punted on the street, there's not enough taxis, there's like 2 police officers, and none of them are ready to go home, so they just end up starting picking fights with each other. Which is, you wouldn't even have to have, you probably need 1 police officer there if you're going to open till 4 or 5, 6 in the morning. But it's just, especially with the Ice Factory, because you're not near anyone. But it's telling the 50, 60-year-old councillors that.
That's a really good point though, like, because I remember when I used to go out hard and listen to that music hardcore, like we used to show up like really late, like midnight or 1 o'clock, and then you see maybe a little skirmish early on, skirmish maybe an hour later, and then the rest of the night everyone was just chilling, like everyone was cooled out, everyone was mellow, and
I've always seen that with Perth bouncers as well, man. They're just, like, I remember I was saying a story, so before I was in a stag do in Aberdeen, fell asleep against a barrier in a nightclub because I was smashed, and the bouncer just sort of came up, lightly tapped me on the shoulder, come on pal, I'll show you the door, just came where you're going, And then another night I was in zoo and my pal had fallen asleep in the VIP section. And instead of like the bouncer gently helping him out, the bouncer grabbed him, huckled him, and then the next thing I know, me and my mate are rolling about with the bouncers. It's like, I've always thought like Dorman and Perth have got a bit
They're
of
on a power trip.
It's quite it can be quite aggro. I think it's just because people are kind of scared of what they don't know as well. So you get, I think another reason why creative people maybe get shot down in Perth is because of exactly that reason. People maybe like not hit on that, like I don't know, like bully them somewhat if they show a creative side.
Oh yeah, we discussed this a couple episodes ago. Yeah, Perth's not the best place. It's not so receptive to change.
No, it's not at all.
So.
Yeah, whereas, we'll talk about nightclubs that we go to and talking about stories. One of the nightclubs in Berlin I was at, Mike was there as well, we were sitting at the bar and I just ordered a drink and all I heard was this, like, I was like, what's that noise? And then
repetitive strain injury.
It was Mike or Max said to me, there's a guy reverse cowgirling another guy about a foot away from you. I just had my drink in my hand, I just turned around and was like, yeah, there is.
Like full on, rain. Jesus, what?
Why wasn't this the story that you mentioned before?
But
it's funny trying to explain to a family member the club you're going to, because as a DJ, it's like the equivalent of a footballer representing their country in the World Cup to a DJ to play this club. It's called Berghain, and it's like the pinnacle of DJing.
That was in the first half hour, and I must have
Where
seen,
does it go?
I must have seen that maybe 100 times over, but I didn't notice because after 40 minutes of being in there, it just becomes normal.
The guy was doing it for 40 minutes. Props.
Jesus, a lot longer than that. I think some of them.
What a champ!
These Germans, man, their work ethic's brilliant.
Yeah, I think the good thing about that is though there's no phones because you get your phone taped up when you go in. So there's like members of government, police officers will go. Like anyone from all over, you just get such a mix of cultures and people from all over the world go, and it's basically just debauchery and doing.
Is that why things like this will maybe take off a little? Because we talked about this when we had ran a marathon on that she'd set up an event for the BBC weekend, but didn't sell it because Perth is Perth.
Yeah, and there's stuff like fake festivals selling out, and I don't know why. I know it's good because you get to go and drink on the inch.
Yeah.
But I don't know why there's so many local artists that are talented in what they do. I don't know why you'd want to pay however much to go and see 5 people pretending they're someone that they're not.
Yeah, there's so much musical talent. That's such a great idea. Musical talent in Perth. Why not just have a festival?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, half the price of what it would be and showcase that. Yeah.
Well, 2 of the business students at the college tried to do that, and the council shut it down. Like a week before it was due. They had several meetings, but then the council decided to express the issues a week before it's actually meant to happen, rather than well in advance, give them time to resolve that.
Fucking Perth council. Well, just sort of to wrap it up here, guys. Essentially, do you have any plans or things that you want to do going forward?
Just play way more gigs and keep Groovement going for another 5 years, I think.
Yeah, I never thought it would get this far. You know, there's been a few moments where I thought, are we going to reach the next birthday? But no, here we are, 5 years.
Fuck,
it's gone by quick, because I remember you starting it and it's like, I'm sitting looking at it and going, shit, that's 5 years.
Yeah, we never imagined we'd bring some of the DJs that we flew in people from like San Francisco to come and play.
Nice.
Whereas you would never ever get that in Perth otherwise. So yeah, but it's a lot to do with the people in Perth being so. As much as they can shoot down new things, like all the young people and even some of the old people that have been have been so receptive to dance music.
Well, so you'll have the guys who used to go to Ice Factory 20 years ago thinking, fuck it, I'll come in for a night, and then they have a bar. So
it's crazy how much it's changed as well. If you look at like the early nights, you knew 90% of the crowd. Now you're lucky if we know like 5 to 10%, which is a positive thing. I feel, you know, it's good to see people coming up and coming along to the night, because I'm sure
they've probably heard section for me and Mike to come along.
Yeah. I almost got kicked out. I was doing a talk in the grammar school a couple of weeks ago about and I accidentally invited lots of 16-year-olds to Groovement while I was talking. The teacher I was just trying to be nice, so I was trying to involve everyone, and then I just saw the teacher just like shaking his head at me like,
didn't listen to this,
yeah, don't listen to him. But they're all welcome to come as soon as they turn 18.
Nice, good save. This isn't about 208 here.
You got to pass that on. Someone gave you booze at 16. You got to give these kids booze at 16.
It used to be 208. God rest its soul, was the best place in the world for that man. My mate Matt, the original co-host. But he was like the youngest looking person in the world, man. Even everyone used to have parties at the 208. You've just swan in there.
You didn't matter if you knew whose birthday
you
was.
actually show them your young Scot person. I'm 15, like, I don't care, what do you want?
Well, one last question, if that's alright. Just when we're talking about the young team and that kind of stuff, what have we got coming up through Perth? What are you guys aware of? And if there's anybody shit hot, these sort of 17, 18 year olds coming through, are you guys prepared to give them, you know, a bit of spotlight, time to shine, that kind of thing?
A couple of guys running a little night called Wise, but I think they've just started, so they've got they speak to them regularly, but they've got, you don't want to try and tell them what to do, because you need to make the best way to do it is just get your hands dirty and make your own mistakes. So I think they're going to obviously make a few mistakes and they've got a lot to learn, but what's encouraging is that there's someone out there doing it. Yeah. So you just need to keep hammering away, because otherwise people in Perth aren't going to have a lot to do, because the council's certainly not like putting
the population is going to go up, but there's going to be nothing for the people.
That's what's good as well. They're obviously building all these houses. Hopefully the college can get a bit bigger as well. They need to do some student halls, because as soon as it turns into a more student orientated city, everything else follows.
As soon as it becomes a uni town, that's what they need to do, because Stirling's not really much bigger than Perth. But as we already touched on, look at the difference of what's going on in there. But that's because they're a uni town and they embrace it.
Yeah, they breathe life into a place as well.
That's what I'm saying about the Aberdeen bouncers. I mean, the atmosphere is so much different compared to Perth, because it is a massively young audience. The young team. It's
young team. Young squad coming through.
Young squad.
They get more mental each generation.
They do. They do things earlier each year as well.
I know.
Fuck, didn't man, my wee laddie only turned 9. What are you fucking terrified? Well, like I say, thanks very much for talking. If you want to just hang about and talk some more shit with us a little bit longer.
Cool. Can I just nip to the toilet quickly?
Yeah, fire away, man. To your left. Will we go into
Braw or no?
Oh no.
Yeah. Braw or no? VAR, the video
assistant referee.
Assistant referee. You guys are all into football, I assume.
I know what it is.
No. No. Sorry.
Are you not into football or not into VAR?
Not both. I'm sorry.
Party pooper. So we'll go no, then that's cool. The VAR. I just nicked a minute and they
Oh no, on you go, mate.
I think it's from Braw, man.
VAR, you think it's Braw?
Yeah, well that's like, I was listening to a thing, what the fuck was it on? I was listening to radio on Saturday, and in the first amount of games up to Saturday, it's only been used 5 times. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people who are against it and kicking off, they're using it all the fucking time. Is it? No, they're not overly using it. Mm-hmm. I don't think. Right? And like I say, it can't be wrong. Do you know what I mean? If a referee gets another look at it, and as well as up to Saturday, there have been no 0-0 draws for the first time in fucking,
which is good,
years.
Well, it was up until today. There was no 0-0 draws. It was that France-Denmark game this afternoon, and I'll be honest, I fell asleep.
It wasn't mad. We were both through it.
It was terrible.
I think if they did it and they stopped the clock, like they did with a rugby match, listen to the rugby fan. Yeah. If they stopped the clock, then I'd say that seems a bit more fair. Because the Portugal one last night was. It was in added time already, wasn't it?
It just runs down. But I think I kind of like footballers that cheat a bit as well. So like, you can't really. It's
Piqué and Pepe type.
I don't like Pepe, but I kind of like the old bit of like folk like stamping on each other's feet, or it kept a bit of the nastiness in football.
Which made
it a bit more entertaining. Whereas now you're not going to get away with that. It's a little bit too clean. And it only breeds what footballers are now turning into, which is it's kind of pop star rather than.
Well, saying that though, but it no then take away from folk diving like that little rat spaghetti he did fuck with Neymar.
But they're diving more than ever, it seems like now.
But that's the thing, but then if it goes a penalty and the cunt's dove.
Yeah.
Dove dived.
It's dove, isn't it?
Dove. Is it dove? The ref can go and say, alright, it's no penalty, that prick's booked or off or whatever it'll be. Do you know what I mean? So I think I get what you mean, because someone says
he
that.
didn't get booked though. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but he didn't get booked. So if you're going to use it and it's not a penalty, then surely you should be booked for that.
You should get 3 players in your team that can do whatever the fuck they want. They don't get any VAR on them. They can just kick folk.
Here comes the team's cunt area.
Well, just like you said in rugby, like in the NFL, they stop the clock and then they do what they got to do. And then people complain about the clock stopping so often, but if it's going to result in getting the call right, I'm happy to see that. And then, but they don't add time onto that. I'm still kind of a football rookie. They don't add time. It's only penalty time. I'm sorry, injury time they add on. They don't add any time on for VAR. Am I correct in saying that?
I think it's.
Yeah, I think they should. If they're going to do VAR, they should just stop the clock.
Yeah.
Because that way you're not getting 90 minutes of football that way.
Yeah, it's the stoppage style is a bit I'm not a big fan of, but
especially with them going off the pitch to look at them.
But they look like fannies. There's a
That's the international sign for VAR, the little square.
Because he adds time on for injuries and stuff, so why not do it?
surely give the cunt an Apple Watch.
Just stop.
We just fire up the
If you're going to
replay.
use VAR, just stop the clock. I think it's broad though, because you can't have situations where we're not using technology, goal line technology, stuff to make the right calls in the big games. There's huge amounts riding on these games.
Every call so far has been right, and they're not overusing it. They're not thinking it's not getting every single time, and then it's been referred back. So the ref will only stop it if the guy whispers in his ear. Right, you need to check this. Yeah, look at that. We'll go and just get it out there anyway. So I'm going to say Braw.
No.
Bro.
I'm going no, still not
Braw.
convinced.
I'm going to say Braw. I like it.
Yeah, that's a majority rule Braw. Fuck aye.
Cool, that's it.
Right, okay, this is going to be the quickest feature ever on Braw, no? Gemma Collins sex tape, no. Fucking no.
How dare you?
I put up a Facebook post the other day, she wants £1 million for her sex tape, goes, let's get a GoFundMe started, £2 million to burn the sex tape and her.
I'd go fund me to kill her. She is terrible.
And the show has reached a new low.
I don't know, man. I honestly
Hi,
cannot.
Gemma.
I'd genuinely rather shit in my hands and clap than watch her in any state of undress.
Yeah, I'd rather.
And that's not because she's a bigger lassie, it's because she has the face of a scalp
You're
arse.
fat shaming.
I'm not fat, she's not David fat, she's fat.
It's her attitude more than anything. Because I'd rather a girl was bigger than smaller. Anyway, personal preference.
What man is willing to take the hit?
You want to step up?
Yeah.
You'll be her Reggie.
Tommy Lee.
Big bean operating word.
Now that's the new law.
That is the new one, yeah.
I remember my mate showed me this section. I was like, man, white dicks can get that big. I was like, what's he saying with his arm? Oh shit.
It's not his arm. It's not his arm.
It's just CGI.
I think I first seen that. Does anyone remember Bearshare or LimeWire? Trying to download the episodes of The Simpsons.
LimeWire gave like 3 of my computer's AIDS. It ruined everything that I had.
What's wrong with Bear? I don't know what's wrong with
No.
I think guys over here had the Channel 5 Friday night film. That was just me. You remember that? The soft porn film, Friday night. Every Friday on Channel 5. Eurotrash was on as well.
So what we're saying there, is that enough?
We're all gone. No, fortunate.
Unanimous.
So she's filmed it and now she wants to sell it.
Apparently she says she has one.
What horrible person.
Who does it? Oh, wait, I think I may have just gave too much away about myself there. Heel of the bread, Braw or no?
Braw.
Toasted? Yeah. This is going in a entirely different way than I thought it was going to go.
Warburtons, the orange Warburtons, toasted nicely, rakes and rakes of butter.
It's like a bagel.
Mother's Pride, heel though, no.
No?
Rock solid. Rock solid.
My old man eats Mother's Pride, and he literally will have it in the house for about a day and a half. He's like, that's stale. Huh? It's wrapped in fucking paper, Dad. Of course it's stale.
Yeah, it's straight like wartime rations bread.
That's what I say. I was like, you can't have other times. He goes, this is the best bread. And he also gets well-fired rolls. I was like, they're burnt, mate. That's what they are. You've been mugged off. They're like the ones that they couldn't sell. And somebody's like, nah, I bet if we say they're well-burnt, well-fired, folk will buy them. My dad, he doesn't have to. He's got Twitter. That's a
Triple kit.
He's watching that shit now. I'm sorry. So we're gonna go around. Everyone's Braw, wasn't it?
Braw.
Braw.
I like a thick heel and put a little cream cheese on there.
Do you do triangle or rectangle?
Oh, there you go. All right, so there's a Braw or no there. We're gonna go. You go triangles. Cut your toast in triangles. Braw or Noah?
Braw.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, go Braw.
The hard hitting.
I'm a rectangle guy.
Hard hitting articles. No, my sandwich tastes better as a triangle.
Yeah.
Say that now. That's science. That's genuine science.
Yeah.
Bro science.
I cut my peanut butter and jellies out.
I was going to say your peanut butter.
My peanut butter jellies.
Peanut butter jelly.
All right, old Braw now. All right, I didn't think that was going to go that way. All right, this way, hopefully this goes the way I want it to. Just milk as a drink.
Oh.
Just drinking a glass of milk, Braw or no?
I'll say Braw, but I'm lactose intolerant. So anyone around me after I've drank that milk will say no.
So Braw with the ass gas and the shits after.
You know the annoying is I used to fucking love every night before bed a pint of milk, and up until I was about 22, perfect, and then one night. It's just got steadily fucking worse.
What's with the late onset lactose intolerance?
Mate, don't ask me, I was upset. I have to drink fucking almond milk now. It's fucking guff.
Almond milk story I got, right? So I bought almond milk and I was like, oh, it's good because it doesn't go off as quick as like normal milk does. So I had it in the fridge for it must have been like 10 days. And I didn't drink it. Took a sip of it and I was like, put on some cereal, ate it. I was like, it's a little bad. And then I was talking to my girlfriend, and she was like, "You know, you can only keep that for 3 days, right?" And I was like, "Really?" Because that's been in there for like a month, and it's just shit. So I gotta get rid of it.
See, that's the bad thing is you couldn't tell the fucking difference.
No, I couldn't tell the difference. Yeah. No, it may have been soy milk actually.
Oh, soy milk can go fucking sick.
Yeah. So everyone with the glass of milk and the
Braw, man.
Braw.
I don't drink milk, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to go no.
I sometimes just drink to wind up vegans. You know, whole not your mother, not your milk. No, fuck off. We eat a bacon sandwich, you boring hippies.
I remember when I was young and just watching TV, all the kids used to have dinner and they used to have a glass of milk. I was like, I never drank a glass of milk with them ever in my life. Just cereal.
I don't understand people who can drink milk when they're hungover.
No.
That fucking weird to me, man.
Yeah, I just get thoughts of it like coagulating or like splitting in your stomach.
That puts me off as well.
Yeah.
Andy sent in a few today. He says those inflatable dinosaurs that you see all over the internet now.
Oh, you mean the ones where like the people are walking?
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think
like,
they're retarded.
I don't know, man. I remember seeing a guy who had like one of those costumes where it was like he put his legs through, his legs looked like an emu. And he was huddling the emu up and had little pretend legs hanging over. That shit makes me laugh.
Yeah,
every
that's
time.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's just humour.
You're going Braw.
I'm going Braw.
Anyone else want to chime in?
I like dinosaurs in any
capacity.
So.
I was just started watching Jurassic Park for a kid.
Have you seen the new one?
No, yet, no.
Worth a watch.
That's the end of that. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
Cool, that's it. I'm excited.
Has everyone seen that meme where it's like something from CNN? And it says, scientists think they can recreate dinosaurs in the next 5 years. And there's literally 4 movies why this is a bad idea. Please don't do that.
Yeah. Just leave it alone. Right, well, I think that's Braw and off for this week, so we just
hit the sports.
Dive straight into sports.
What's the goalie doing?
What's the goalie doing?
What's the goalie game time? What's the goalie game time? What's the goalie game time? What's your football news?
That commentary on Rangers TV is amazing.
I know, like that's what that came on, but like it is my favourite thing in the whole world was that. What's the goalie doing?
Well, what time are we at this week? We're bashing Rangers. 1 minute.
Hour and 1 minute. There you go.
Yeah, we've not done it for a while, but
that's cool.
Here, man, the banter years, long may the banter years continue.
The banter years.
That's what they call them. Anyway, with sports, we're going to obviously World Cup. We'll have to get an updated list of who's been punted at the sweepy.
Oh shit, yeah.
I will wait till the group stages are over.
Yeah, I'll deal with that next week.
Yeah.
I got Iran and Switzerland in my. And funnily enough, it was a guy who works in the office down in England who did the draw. So everyone in that office got like Brazil, Portugal, Spain.
So the way it works, mate.
Yeah, we all got.
You just said one. I'm going to say.
Where in ours? I have Argentina and Russia, don't I?
Argentina and Iran, was it not?
No, you got one of the good teams. Saying that, like, all the
I'll need
people
to get a picture up. I've not saved it.
I totally forgot who I got. Sweepies in a paint. I genuinely don't think I've ever been successful in any sort of sweepie. Grand National, I get the 3-legged horse every fucking night. Saying that, I won a bit of money for the first time in about 5 years in the football. I was buzzing. I was even cheering on England at one point because Harry Kane scored. I was like, fucking slow prick. I'm Harry Kane. Fuck off.
He speaks like he's
Yeah.
taking a lot of ketamine.
I was going to say being kicked in the head by a horse, but it's the exact same fucking thing. It's the same reaction. So say that for two guys like yourselves who aren't that into football, do you just try and ignore the World Cup at all costs?
I don't
I
ignore
don't mind
it,
watching the World Cup. I watch maybe the more important ones as they get further.
Yeah.
Mine's
that's
been
when
to
I'm
Celtic
getting-
Park a couple of times. I mean, you're old man.
What was your last experience there, actually?
No, it was my first and only
your first.
experience. I was raised to be a Celtic fan, and I think the first Celtic game I ever went to, my hero Henrik Larsson broke his legs. That's to say I never went back.
That was.
See Jordan just getting his hankies there.
I was there when he scored against us for Barcelona, and I genuinely cried. And I was not as young as you would hope. Has anyone had any standout moments so far? I'm still hoping that a fucking underdog wins it.
Diego Costa elbowing Pepe in the pus and then scoring was my favourite part of it so
fucking
far.
hate
That
Pepe.
game, in fact, was
3-0.
I've not enjoyed a game like that for ages. That was
I
ridiculous.
missed it because my niece had a play.
Damn
Bastard.
Selfish.
I've really enjoyed this World Cup. This is my first World Cup, like really into soccer, and I found up until I'd say Friday, I think I watched almost all of them, all the matches.
I
I had time to watch all of them.
You
so.
always find that the end of the group stages are either brilliant or it's like France Denmark, where if they do nothing, they'll both go through.
Yeah.
And you just get it's the same with the third place playoff at the end. What a fucking pointless game.
Yeah, nobody's watching that, are they? Nobody cares.
I wouldn't even want to play in it. I'd be like, if they've got a bit of goal difference, then just give it to them because they cunts. Who's what? I've got tickets for the third place playoff. And I'd rather punch myself in the cock.
Who do you think's going to win it? Just quickly going round the table, starting with you, Mitch. I keep wanting to say Turkey. But
Spain.
Spain. Ooh, I have to pull it from their arse. Mark.
I think if they want to win, Russia are going to win because they'll make sure.
It's just bet. You see, like Putin walks in the opposing team, welcome for the game. We can make life very difficult for you.
If it bothers them that much, they'll
really want
it.
I'm going to go Spain as well, in all honesty. The old man's supporting Spain, so I'm going to back him up on that as well.
I punted a fiver on Belgium, so I'm going Belgium.
Oh, I think I would like to see, but just to be different, I'll say Brazil.
I honestly have no idea.
I'd like Belgium, but I just want someone who hasn't won it before.
Yeah,
I've got this feeling in my stomach that England are going to do really well.
Yeah.
And that frightens me.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So they were, the thing is, I said that in the first game against Tunisia, the first 20 minutes they were brilliant.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was looking at the game. Did you see the midges round the pitch?
Yeah.
That would have fucked me up from playing.
Yeah.
So like, I thought that was, and then when I watched, I know they were playing against Panama, but fuck me, they looked good. You know what I mean?
Panama would be an asshole for that game too.
Yeah, That's what I said. Did you see the Panama captain?
Yeah.
He's a scary looking fucker. He's probably a brick shit and he's just gigantic dreadlocks. He was getting in somebody's face. I was like, just go in the field for it. Just lay down, man. I've not got much else to say, man. I'm looking forward to the group stages. But
The group stages,
knockout stages, that's what I mean, aye. Because like I said, that's when it starts to get interesting.
Yeah, it's the good teams playing the good teams. But
Because I don't think there's not many groups who are, apart I think maybe the Argentina one was waiting, but none of the, I think most of the groups have already been decided, so I'm excited to see who, it's Russia have got Spain in the next round though.
Portugal got Uruguay as well.
It's changed last night, they didn't know.
Aye.
But then that's because Portugal got a penalty against them that was never a penalty, but it was given on VAR. Yeah, I said VAR was Braw earlier on. Maybe I should reconsider.
Saying that, you see, Sweden were denied a stone waller against Germany.
There you go.
What a thing about not saying that, man. I had 2-1 Germany when Kroos put that ball in. I went through the roof.
Oh, you see, they've been pretty successful.
Oh, mate,
I mean,
I'm
the
telling
group
you,
chat's
so-
been paying up
Did you
like
see a guy
30 quid.
had on Cruz to score from outside the box?
Yeah.
And the free kick started a yard outside the box and he nudged it in about 10 centimetres for the guy to put his foot on it and then whipped it round.
Saying that I seen a gif on Twitter and it was the cameraman right behind Kroos.
Yes.
See watching, I just watched
Yeah.
it on repeat. It was so beautiful to look at.
they sped it up a little bit too and it looked perfect.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like crisp.
That was the shit, man. That was the shit.
And it went into Wimbledon tennis coming up.
Yeah,
Watching that?
One time a year that I play tennis, is Wimbledon's on.
Mark plays a lot of tennis.
Oh, do you? All right.
Yeah, well, I used to more so than I do now, but I like to get out for a game of tennis every now and then.
Tennis is a fucking workout. I went to play tennis a couple of years ago, and there were some kids. They must have been like 14 or 15, and we were playing doubles. Me and one of my friends, and they kicked our asses. Like we were out of shape, and I didn't realize that it took its toll on your knee joints as much as it did.
I see when I watch, like every now and again, if I watch like the ones when they're playing on clay, it gives me the fear because it just looks like that's your knees. That knees must be popping out left, right, and centre. I just didn't even need it. Saying that, I still don't understand the fucking rules.
Nah, that's every Wimbledon. I think by the final, I've kind of got the grasp of the rules, and then start
Next year, I'm the exact same. I'm like, right, so explain to me. I was at my girlfriend's the other week, her parents, and her dad sat and was like, no, this, and he sat and explained. I was like, no, Jim, not a fucking clue. Nah, no Wimbledon. So is everyone just going Team Murray? Aye. I'd like to see him do well. He's Scottish.
I think so. He's injured and he's not been at his best, so I don't know what happened. But yeah, I like the best Wimbledon year was when that guy Izanisevic won the wild card. That was good, but
Like
other
an
than
underdog guy.
that, yeah. Other than that, I've not. Apart from the one that Andy Murray won, I've not.
It's always just good watching Federer.
Yeah, it's just it's
Nobody better to watch play tennis.
It's like you would look at him. It's like when you look at Messi compared to Ronaldo. Ronaldo looks an athlete, just like Nadal looks like an athlete. Whereas Federer just looks like he's just a normal, casual tennis club member.
It's just like raw flow.
Aye,
from his
just
play. It's
natural
just,
talent. That's shaggy too. What?
You know, I was just really sorry for was Andy Roddick.
Yeah.
Many times Andy Roddick got to Wimbledon finals and Grand Slam finals and had to come up against Roger Federer at his peak. He only ever won one major.
It was the same with the fucking.
He won one.
Was it Serena?
Serena
When's the
Williams.
tidy one?
He was good.
Right, well, usually this is the part where we go into Mike's looked at all the news and spent far too much time on Twitter, so we talk about stuff that he's read up on.
It's all kind of depressing now.
Oh, I've got a funny story actually.
Go for it.
Dive in.
I got off. We were in a taxi coming home from the airport yesterday, and a woman came on the radio and was saying that there's warnings in Paisley of LSD giving people hallucinations. I said, well, what do you expect to take LSD? That's exactly what it's...
Especially if you take LSD in Paisley.
That's its sole function. So it turned out to be like a fucking advert for the drug dealer in Paisley because there were really severe hallucinations people were having. So it's obviously a really good batch of LSD. So this guy's got everyone that listened to the radio queuing up at his house now.
It'll be the bottom half of the blotting sheet.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, LSD terrifies me. Nah. I don't know what I'm going to say in my own head.
Yeah, well, I remember working. I was working in a party goods store. I was probably 16, and me and my friend were talking about just going out and getting wasted after work. And there was a lady coming down the aisle. And we were like, "Shit!" She heard us, and she was like, "Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you boys." But she was like, "Guys, just don't ever do LSD." And I was like, "Guess what? I will never do it because that's creepy."
Unless you have something to share. Man, all your topics are depressing as fuck.
I know, it's been a depressing week. People getting killed on Twitter again. Shotgun rules, actually. What's the rules on shotgun, calling shotgun?
I just think if you're the tallest one, you get to sit in the front.
I agree, yeah. Because always the tallest one.
The car has to be in sight.
I'm normally a driver, so I don't normally play. I just...
Oh, yeah, you don't run to it.
Yeah.
I usually just go with, fuck you, I'm taller than you, I'm getting the back.
My daughters have had brawls over it, and I was like, someone can sit in the front seat, and it's like, push, punches are thrown, elbows are thrown in the street.
I remember that was me and my wee sister used to argue like fuck over that.
I saw one where it was like, touch the handle. If you touch the handle first, then you get there.
Well, I thought the rule was like you said, if it's in sight, if you can see the car, you can call
You
it.
can scream shotgun.
Then usually if I don't call it first, I'm like, fuck you man, you're tiny, move.
I'll move you from the car.
What about picking tunes in a car? Is it the driver or the passenger?
It's the shotgun's responsibility to pick the
But I
tunes.
reckon driver gets veto.
Yeah.
Driver gets veto powers.
Yeah. I like having a playlist queued up, ready to go. So, and I get in, it starts playing, and then if you don't like it, hook your phone up. And
Well, I've sort of like, it's usually either me and Riley or me and my missus in the car. But Riley's, I've been the one who's been playing the music his whole life, so he likes all the shit that I like. And every now and again he'll just throw in one that makes me really fucking proud. Like, what was it? He threw in, what's that, some back once again for the Renegade Master. He fucking threw that on the other day. I was just like, where'd you hear this? He goes, just came up on Spotify. I was like, I fucking love this.
You want to do what we've been listening to?
I went full Mosher this week. I downloaded System of a Down's Toxicity. And just fucking relived 2001.
Is that the one with, is that got Chop Suey?
Chop Suey, yeah. And like,
good album.
I listened to it start to finish. I was like, fuck man, every single one of these is just an absolute banger.
That's like really good. Like I used to listen to it getting ready for American football. Like really good, psych up, ready.
Yeah,
to
I was in the gym. I think I'd done like 8 miles cycling just because I was like, it's fucking good. But that, and I watched. I was just looking for something. Idol. I finished watching Westworld. Anyone watching Westworld?
Oh no, I missed that. I gotta watch that last episode.
I just prepare to be confused.
And like probably, the rest of the season.
I think I was impressed, but at the same time I wasn't entirely sure what the fuck.
More confused than Lost.
Oh, I never watched Lost.
Lost. Lost is watching Lost. Yeah.
And I watched Darren Brown. Was it Faith or Fiction or something like that? It's the most latest one that's been put on Netflix.
Is that the one with the gun? Where
No.
Get somebody to shoot him.
No, this is one with the faith healing. Like he was trying to because he went around all these like evangelist churches in America, you know, like that type of shit. So he was trying to like do that. So it was alright, man. I mean, it was just like you watch this type of stuff if you just want some fucking. Oh, that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
That and an indie band called Retro Video Club. I came across.
Retro Video Club.
Yeah, I think they're Scottish. The guy sounds Scottish, but it came up on my Spotify the other day. I've been enjoying them for some easy listening.
What about you guys, Mike?
I ended up going down a pretty dark hole on YouTube. It's funny what you mentioned. No, not that dark.
That's what it sounded off.
You mentioned Slipknot earlier, and then just reliving the youth, going on to Lamb of God. Just getting pretty heavy.
Full mosh.
Full mosh, yeah, definitely. Go back to the roots.
I had some light-hearted stuff today. It was New Radicals.
Nice.
So just no, it was just that's the last thing I was on today.
Fuck, I remember as we done that recently. We had what was it? Lit. I had that.
Oh
my
yeah.
worst enemy. We played that.
Oh god, I played that shit for like 48 hours after you said that. It's so fucking. My worst enemy.
Mitch, what were you, mate?
A band called Red Snapper. So they've got an album called The Sleepless, which is good. It's like they play like drum and bass, but it's live, so it's like with a double bass. Been listening to their album, it's really good. It's like really dark, like grungy sounding drum music, and then also the Lords of the Underground first album as well.
Classic.
Yeah. That, and what else have been? I don't know if I've been watching anything. Oh yeah, I've been watching The Walking Dead with my fiance. That's now we're not together because I called her.
We can save you.
Yeah. So no, I've been watching The Walking Dead. It's starting to get a bit repetitive because
How far into it?
like almost at the end of season 3, but. I got that way with Did you watch Dexter?
I wish I'd stopped after season 4 with Dexter.
Yeah, because same with what's the biker one as well?
Sons of Anarchy.
Just keep getting themselves in the same situation.
I thought Sons of Anarchy got better from season 3 onwards.
Is that the one in Ireland? After Ireland,
I hated that.
Yeah, didn't like it.
Yeah, that's what Steel Man. But I remember the last series of Sons of Anarchy. I cried about 5 times. Like every day, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
What was the Ireland one? They were choring wings and
Plus, have you heard the boy Charlie Hunnam try and speak now?
oh my god!
It's
His accent in Green Street is ridiculous as well.
Yeah, it's weird that you can do a Southern American accent perfectly.
Yeah.
But he cannot do a Cockney accent.
No.
I always remember watching an interview with him, I think, when he was doing that King Arthur, which is pish.
Yeah, it's pish.
But like he was trying to speak and his accent was like and just he obviously doesn't know how to speak anymore.
He's lost.
That film was shit. You can't get Frodo is not a football casual.
Green Street was hilarious, man. If you want a football casual film, you watch Football Factory.
Yeah.
That's the old staple. Football Factory.
It's good, man.
I've seen Green Street.
You should watch Football Factory. That's
I don't know.
properly done.
I'm too scared to watch it now in case it's shite.
Yeah.
Because like when I was like 15, 16 and coming out of my mosher phase and was just going out and getting drunk and getting in fights, I was like, that was my fucking Bible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You would get your fucking Stone
That would get
Island
you
on and
picked
then,
up for the night.
Get your Stone Island on and then go and take a ball at MD 2020 down Spoon Park or something. The glory days. Andy Mac, what were you?
Not much. Been listening to a band from Leeds called Dinosaur Pile Up. Pretty good.
I've heard of it. It's
a awesome name.
That's a good name.
Nice.
Yeah, sort of alternative, bit grungy, really weird chord changes, which I like because it's really unsettling. You never know what's coming next. In the car, which is always important.
What's
We've
in
been rocking.
What's in Mac's motor?
What's the story? Morning Glory this week. Belting it out. Honestly, man. Fucking singing my wee heart out driving about the tune. So
I've been introducing Riley Oasis since I took him to see Noel Gallagher for his birthday. And he's just getting banging at them. And then of course it came on the other day, Rage Against the Machine came on. He's like, who's this? He goes, this, son, is the band you'll listen to when I've pissed you off when you're a teenager. He's like, what do you mean about that? You'll understand in a few years. But any other business from anyone? We happy with that, boys?
Hold on. Whoa. I didn't say what I was listening to.
Oh, fucking did it again.
Look at him trying to rush us out of here. How dare you?
Rachel's emailing in right now.
Oh, see, I thought you remembered Mike, but you forgot Mike.
Did anyone see that like Instagram released this new TV thing?
I've seen that up the top right.
Yeah, so
actually click that.
it's IGTV, and first of all, vertical video versus horizontal video. Anyone have a preference?
Horizontal.
Yeah, me too. It's a little weird holding it that way, but anyway, Will Smith is kind of doing his David Attenborough thing and a Nat Geo thing on there. It is incredible. It's like going into space. I love outer space and all that shit. And it's talking about how Earth should be our home and. We shouldn't be in this whole tribal thing, like I'm from this country, I'm from that. I highly recommend watching it. And again, his YouTube channel, I've been preaching it every week because it's.
That sounds cool.
Davey O gave me a lend of the early Star Wars movies.
Have you watched them?
Yeah.
Meh.
I think
Hard going, man.
I think you've probably missed the window because I think I love them so much because I've seen them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So although they might not be great to watch now, they still hold that sentimental place in my heart. Whereas I think you're just watching them now as a busted up old man. So.
Yeah. I see the strings. It's like there's puppeteers in the back. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. I will now be listening to System of a Down. But last week Brendan was saying Brockhampton. Have you listened to them? Holy shit, they're good. They're a really, really good group. So I've been listening to them a lot. XXX Tentacion, I broke out some of his stuff. Look at Me, I've been listening to loud in the car. That's a good car song. One funny story with this one. My friend Ryan is a cop. And the cops now watch the internet because that's the criminals show what they do, and then they go, "Hey, I'm going to arrest you." So he put me onto a rapper called NB Kane. He's out of Brooklyn, and his mixtape just came out. Very, very good. I've been listening to that most of the week. And Ellie Mae, Boot Up. I've been listening to that too. That's going to be the song of the summer. Yeah, the R&B song of the summer.
Can I just throw you one more? I think you should check out, Mike. I've been listening to a guy that's on High Focus Records here in the UK. A guy called Coop.
Coop.
C-O-O-P.
It's dead.
Or Co-op.
The Copy.
So yeah, Coops. He's really good. So he's got an album coming out on High Focus Records, and you should just check out all the guys that are on High Focus Records. Let's say Dirty Dykes, Flip Tricks, all them kind of guys. Yeah,
I shall check it out.
Coop, his new stuff that's coming out. I think there's 2 or 3 singles out now, and they're all sounding absolutely beast. So maybe one you might want to check out on Spotify this week.
Can we find the album that you guys, is that on any streaming stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, I've sent Andy the.
Oh, you'll put it up on the Facebook page.
We'll link everything up, man.
Yeah, you can check it out. That I'd definitely recommend that Red Snapper album as well. It's good.
Yeah,
really good.
We'll post all the links, but now is any other business of anyone? Sorry, mate.
No, it's alright. I hate you.
Like I say, guys, thanks very much for coming on, chatting shit with us. Like I say, when's the 5-year?
7th of July.
Yeah.
Tickets still available?
Yeah, get them online. Should be a good one. Radioactive Man.
Yeah.
Alright. What a name.
What's his trick of choice?
The guy who runs the club's like, what's it with people that you book? It was like Intergalactic Gary, Radioactive Man. It was just that fed up with these daft names.
Listen, we'll link it all up. We'll share the pages. If you want, you can give it any social medias you've got. I'm on. Actually, what is my Twitter now?
Oh, you changed it.
Yeah, we officially have our own
Patrice or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking fight because I was. So we have the. Do you want to do the actual?
Oh yeah, because we've got a new Twitter account specifically for the podcast. So that's on Twitter at MSF_podcast. Original.
Also, Monkey Sword Fight. Search Facebook. Please like and follow us on Twitter.
iTunes, Podbean.
Yes.
I'm on Twitter now as Wagwan Patrice. I'm so happy now.
I am at _M_dots.
I'm at Macapella.
Yeah, we're Groovement Perth and
Follow that now.
Guy Groover. And if you want to buy our records, it's Craigie Knowes.
Is that Craigie Knowes on SoundCloud as well?
On SoundCloud,
Follow that
yeah,
shit.
Beatport. stuff
So
like
we'll
that.
get all the links hung up on the Facebook page and then we'll get it shared about. But no, man, thanks guys for coming on.
That was really interesting, guys. Thank you.
Thank you again for everyone for listening. Like, rate, review, subscribe. Got our YouTube up now as well.
Yes, so the episodes now, when I put them on Podbean, will automatically create a video on YouTube as well. So the YouTube channel is just Monkey Sword Fight Podcast.
Yeah, look for that image, man. We'll hopefully have some good shit coming your way on that front as well. Thanks for coming, guys. We hope we get you on again soon next time. Everyone else, peace.